You wake up in a body that's technically human, but feels like it's still under construction. You're old enough to have thoughts, opinions, urges, a developing mustache, and exactly zero rights. You are a walking contradiction in sneakers, puberty pending, voice cracking, and forbidden from doing anything that even slightly resembles freedom. You think you're on the edge of greatness, almost a teen, almost grown. But then someone reminds you you're not allowed to cross the street alone. You get denied soda like it's a controlled substance. You ask if you can stay up past 10, and suddenly it's a federal court case. You don't get told no. You get told, we'll see, which is parent code for absolutely not. But I want you to suffer in uncertainty. You want to try things, grown up things, stupid things, fun things, but the world wraps you in caution tape and bubble wrap. You say the word beer, and someone gives you a speech about liver failure. You joke about smoking, and suddenly you're on a list. You want to party, but the closest you get is standing near a group of kids at the skate park, pretending you're texting someone cooler. And the worst part? You notice people. Like, really notice. You get your first crush, and it's not the girl next door. It's the teacher, the hot one, the one with perfect teeth and a voice that makes you consider learning math. And then, boom, the entire universe says you're disgusting, you're a child. That crush becomes a courtroom fantasy in your head and a straight up felony in reality. But your brain doesn't care. Your hormones are in beta mode, testing out weird ideas and inappropriate daydreams. You can't help it. You're watching movies where 16-year-olds save the world while you're getting grounded for saying crap too loud. Your emotional range is growing, your curiosity is exploding, and yet you need permission to eat a second cookie. Every door is locked, every action is supervised. You want to go outside? Ask. Want to ride your bike? Ask. Want to download a game with a mild gun in it? Ask. And even then, the answer is usually no because it's too mature. As if you haven't already heard worse on the bus from a kid who drinks Monster and has a mustache in sixth grade. You feel ready, you think you could handle more, but everyone treats you like you're about to eat glue and get lost in a department store. You try to act tough, and someone pinches your cheek. You say something cool, and someone laughs like it's cute. You are trapped in a cage made of family friendly content and filtered Wi Fi. You want to test limits. You want to push buttons. You want to rebel. But your rebellion gets cut off at the knees. You try to sneak out, but you can't even unlock the front door without it beeping like a prison alarm. You fantasize about lighting something on fire. Instead, you get handed a chore chart. You ask to stay out late, and the answer is no. You ask why, and the answer is because I said so. You say that's unfair, and now you're banned from screens for 24 hours. You are one sentence away from starting a youth led uprising, but all you have is a Nerf gun and emotional instability. And then there's the forced hobbies, the character building activities you never asked for. You get signed up for things that sound fun until you realize fun means practicing the recorder for 20 minutes a day while someone critiques your breath control like you're auditioning for a woodwind cult. You don't get to pick what you're interested in. You get assigned a passion like it's a school project. Soccer, piano, theater, chess club. Whatever looks good on a college application you won't fill out for years. You're dragged to recitals, shoved onto little stages, dressed in button ups that itch in 5 dimensions. Everyone's smiling and clapping while you try not to pass out from performance anxiety and lactose intolerance. You don't even remember signing up. One minute you're building a Lego spaceship, the next you're singing a duet with a kid who thinks pitch is optional. Your voice cracks. Your parents record it forever. Now it lives on the cloud, ready to ruin your life on demand. And if you hate it, doesn't matter. You made a commitment, which is code for suffer until June. No one listens when you say you're done, because apparently quitting means failure, and childhood is just a long, awkward series of fake achievements wrapped in forced enthusiasm and trauma glitter. Meanwhile, older kids are doing all the things you're not allowed to do. They're at parties. They're on Instagram without supervision. They're flirting, smoking, making inside jokes you don't understand. You watch from the sidelines like a rejected extra in your own coming of age movie. You scroll through social media and realize your life has fewer plot points than an educational cartoon. You try to grow up faster. You dress different, talk different. You practice looking bored in the mirror. but no one buys it. You're still just a kid in hand me down jeans, trying to look edgy while holding a Lunchable. And the adults, they tell you to enjoy it. They say this is magical, that you'll miss this time. And you just sit there, grounded for saying hell under your breath, wondering what part of this is worth preserving. Is it bedtime? The permission slips? The no, you can't see that movie because it's PG-13 and you're still technically not old enough? You want independence, and what you get is lectures. You ask one question about alcohol, and now your entire family thinks you're in a gang. You ask about dating, and someone tells you your brain isn't developed. You don't even have the vocabulary to describe what you're feeling. You just know you want something more, and no one's giving it to you. You become sneaky, strategic. You live for loopholes. You learn how to say what adults want to hear while secretly Googling things with Safe Search disabled. You figure out how to clear browser history. You develop espionage level skills just to watch a movie where someone says damn and kisses someone with tongue. But deep down, you're still a mess. You're still confused. You're still trying to figure out if wanting to hold someone's hand makes you a pervert or just a kid with hormones and a weird home screen. You start to feel guilty for existing. Like every impulse is wrong, every curiosity is deviant, every feeling is a crisis. You try to talk about it, but the second you mention anything outside the approved kid topics like kissing, beer, or wondering what a vape even tastes like, you get hit with, "You're too young for this." Suddenly you're shut down, shamed, told to be a kid, while every part of you is screaming to not be one. So you bottle it. You pretend, you act innocent, you nod along, you play the game, you go to school, do your chores, say your pleases and thank yous. But inside, your brain is on fire. Your body is glitching. Your identity is being beta tested by emotional gremlins. And all the while, people keep telling you to wait until you're older. Like it's a magical fix. Like your age is the problem. But you know it's not. The problem is being trapped between knowing just enough and being trusted with absolutely nothing. You're not too young to feel it, just too young for anyone to take it seriously. You can feel everything changing, but no one lets you evolve. You're in limbo. You're not old enough to act on anything, but not young enough to be excused. You want to smoke? Illegal. You want to drink? Felony. You want to date someone wildly inappropriate? Literally a crime. Even wanting those things makes you feel broken, but you're not broken. You're just stuck in the emotional equivalent of a loading screen, surrounded by signs that say, "Do not touch," "access denied," and "come back in 6 years when you pay taxes." And by the time they finally trust you, you've already stopped trusting yourself. And honestly, it sucks.